What if the grave you visit isn't just worn stone and quiet peace, but the resting place of fears that once felt terrifyingly real? Today, we're traveling to a small town with a chilling past, to Exeter, Rhode Island, and the grave of a young woman named Mercy Lena Brown. She's often called America's very last vampire. It all started in the late 1800s. The Brown family farm was a place of sorrow. First, the mother, Mary, passed away. Then, one by one, her daughters succumbed to a mysterious illness. Finally, in January of 1892, 19-year-old Mercy Lena Brown also died. The culprit was tuberculosis, or as they called it back then, consumption. It was a devastating disease that wasted people away, leaving them pale and weak. But the locals in Exeter had a different explanation. As more people in the community, including Mercy's own brother Edwin, fell ill, whispers turned into frantic accusations. This wasn't just a disease, they thought. It was something far more sinister. A vampire was feeding on the living from beyond the grave. The fear was so intense that on a cold day in March 1892, a group of men, including Mercy's own father, George Brown, went to the cemetery. They dug up the bodies of the deceased Brown family members. The first two were just skeletons, as expected. But when they opened Mercy's casket, they were horrified. She had been dead for over 2 months, yet her body seemed strangely preserved. Some accounts claim there was still liquid blood in her heart and liver. To them, this was undeniable proof. Mercy was the undead creature tormenting the town. They believed that to save the last surviving son, Edwin, they had to destroy the vampire. So, right there in the cemetery, they performed a gruesome ritual. They cut out Mercy's heart and liver, carried them to a nearby rock, and burned them to ashes. These ashes were then mixed with water to create a macabre tonic, which they gave to the ailing Edwin to drink. The desperate hope was that this would break the vampire's curse and save his life. Sadly, it didn't work. Edwin died just 2 months later. Today, you can still visit Mercy Brown's grave. It sits in a small historic cemetery behind the Chestnut Hill Baptist Church. You might notice something strange about her headstone. It's secured to the ground with heavy steel bands. This was done because, over the years, people have tried to steal it, a testament to how powerful and enduring her legend has become. Visitors often leave small tokens on the stone, pennies, pebbles, sometimes even plastic vampire fangs. Some people who visit report feeling sudden cold spots or an eerie chill running down their spine, even on a warm day. Of course, skeptics will tell you it's just the wind, the power of suggestion, or folklore born from a community's desperate attempt to understand a disease they couldn't control. So what's the real story here? On one hand, we have the scientific facts, a tragic outbreak of tuberculosis that wiped out a family. On the other, we have a legend born from fear, grief, and a profound lack of medical knowledge. The case of Mercy Lena Brown is a haunting reminder of how easily fear can twist perception and turn a tragic victim into a monster. The grave is real, the history is real, and the fear that drove a community to such desperate acts was very, very real. It's a dark chapter in American history, a story where folklore and fact are buried together. Thanks for joining Mike's Take on the Universe on this dive into the past. If you found this story as fascinating as I did, hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into history's most mysterious corners. Let me know in the comments what you think. Was it a true supernatural event or a tragedy misunderstood? See you next time.